They did a little parasailing, saw turtles, saw sharks.
Parasailing when you're a kid's cool.
Yeah.
You ever done it as a grown man?
I've done it as a grown man.
Don't do it. It's embarrassing.
And
your shorts right up all high. It's all fucking stupid up there. And especially if
it's
you're
all
me
stupid
and my
up
brother
there.
did it together.
I was like, oh, this is what a bird sees.
Just
Keep it.
two gay boys on this. Our shorts are fucking up. Our ass cheeks hanging on the back. Nuts flop to the side. My brother, when you first get up, they're like, damn, it's pretty cool up there. Then after 5 minutes, you're like, we look like dorks. You feel like an idiot.
There's something about having your shorts all bunched up.
Just bunched up.
You feel like such an asshole.
And then you're just up there like, all right, well, how long you got? Yeah, another 20 minutes.
That's so funny. There's something about having your shorts bunched up.
Oh, it's so uncomfortable. And your package just fucking
everything's all pushed up in the harness. That's kind of like rock climbing would be the same issue for me a lot of times. I'd be like,
you've gone ziplining?
Yes, I have, sir.
Like the first one, I'm like, zzz, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Then after the third, fourth, I'm like, man.
My daughter was 6 at the time.
Down?
My daughter's crying the whole time. The guy had to take her,
I took my papa everywhere.
Then there are dudes. How about the guys on Zipline? How about the guys who are old hand? They've done it a couple times. So
they
go
start
backwards.
spinning. They start spinning. They're all see on the other side. Whoa!
Woo, they're not afraid at all. No hands.
Oh man, you're a real vet of the zip line. Hey, man,
no hands. You guys are. Whoa.
Oh man,
because that's not double, triple, 15 times check for
dude,
safety.
you put some hours on these zip lines, huh?
You guys,
you want to waste your life any more and show off in front of my family and friends?
It was incredible. I know.
Yeah, ziplining is interesting.
Yeah, man. I'm at home up in these treetops. Woo! Happy New Year.
Dude, last time I saw you,
yeah,
I think it was last year.
It was 2017.
This comedy thing, really? Last year,
Brennan, did you just grab it by the horns and ride it? Did you slide in or you ride it?
Bro, 2018 gonna be exactly like 2017.
No, dude, it's gonna be lit.
Oh man, 2018 is about to be game changer,
dude.
This is the year that I start working out. No, I do that already. This is the year.
What's your New Year's
resolution? I gear down.
Yeah,
and I do stand up at least twice a week. I do that now. You know what? This is the year.
This is the year
that we knock out at least 2 podcasts a week.
Yeah, already.
I do 3 or 4. This is the.
You got to come up with something. Give me something.
This year I get a drug habit. I go opposite.
This is the year I'm a little more kind, and I listen more.
I had some guy in the coffee shop.
I've never.
I had some guy in the coffee shop tells girl goes, "You know what my New Year's resolution was?" She goes, "Like this: read more. Just want to read more." Well, don't set that goal too high, my man. You could fucking read here if you want.
A general one,
no,
too, ain't it?
Dana White said that next year, whether Conor fights or not, they're going to move on. So he was saying, like, back in the days when Chuck Liddell fought, if Chuck Liddell ever left, what would they ever do? And if, John Jones, Ronda Rousey, if they left, what would you do? They always end up moving on forward. He said they could do the same thing without Conor McGregor.
Well, they have to. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? As a business, you have to. But don't get it twisted. Don't ever think that the UFC model, it has its flaws, but the UFC train is fueled by superstars. It is not fueled by the brand. Because if it's fueled by the brand, which the NBA, the NFL is, you're always going to have those ratings. Even if they say, oh, they're low, they're still fucking killing it as far in the grand scheme of things compared to the UFC. But the thing that moves this UFC engine is superstars. It feeds off superstars. The pay-per-view model only exists if you have superstars. So the mistake that they've made over the past 2 years, or especially since they sold WME, is thinking that they can survive without these superstars. And they've learned the hard way, and this year shows it. So I think when you take for granted once-in-a-lifetime athletes like Ronda Rousey, Brock Lesnar, Conor McGregor, John Jones, these guys, or you take for granted guys like Max Holloway, or you take for granted guys like Jose Aldo or Mighty Mouse, or, the list goes on and on. Mm-hmm. And we take for granted these guys, or Amanda Nunes, guys and gals. When you take them for granted, you don't build them up into the superstars that they could be. And you go, we're just going to focus on over here, and you think it's about the brand, you're going to learn very fast and you're going to end up with eggs on your face. So he goes, If Conor McGregor fights next year, that will be awesome. If Conor McGregor doesn't fight, the UFC is going to go on. They have to. I've been hearing this since 2000. He always says this. I've been hearing this since 2003. What are you going to do when Chuck Liddell's gone? Times are different now. You know, when you say, "Oh, what are you going to do when Chuck Liddell leaves?" There are about 8 pay-per-views that year. Chuck was in half of them.
Yeah.
So that's different because he was everything. What are you going to do when GSP leaves? You're in big trouble when Anderson Silva gone. The list goes on and on. Ronda Rousey last year was best in company's history. So we're going to keep finding new talent, put on the best fights in the world, and that we're going to continue to do with or without anybody. That's the business mindset you have. What are they going to do? Sit there with their dicks in their hand because Conor McGregor's not fighting? You got to move on, but you also got to realize what you have, and you can't just view them as dispensable superstars. Like, oh, they're out. See ya. Who's next? Oh, we can create any superstar we want. You can? Okay. Well, you've tried that. Those superstars are created themselves.
Jean-Claude Van Damme against Cody Garbrandt. Did you see this?
It says when sparring goes wrong.
So they sparred together. They were just jokingly sparring together, and then Van Damme accidentally kicked him in the head or the teeth.
And what's Garbrandt do?
You'll hear him talking about it right now. To me, it looks super light. So then,
And Cody just go, motherfucker.
he wanted to fight him.
Don't fuck with Cody Garbrandt.
Boom. So Van Damme tried to apologize. He wouldn't accept.
That hook kick right in the teeth. And I was like, wow. And I was like, so mad. I look over at Rob and I looked at John. I was like, Rob, keep this away from
He
me.
just kicked you in the
Kick
face?
me in my teeth, dude. Kick me in my teeth, like playing around, like.
Cody is not the guy to do that to, man.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
What the fuck, John Claude?
No, he's not.
How funny it would have been if you just murked John Claude Van Damme right
This
there.
guy who he's a 35 pounder. He was at Gloveworks, big guy, 35, and he's like walks around at 165, and he was sparring with people, and they asked me if I wanted to get in the ring with him, and I go, no, I'm okay. I'm not going to get in the ring with that guy. He's fighting right now, and I'm just not going to do it. And he said to me, because I guess a guy got in there and was an amateur, and he fucking hit him, and he goes, I'll go as hard as you go. But there are dudes that get in there with a guy like that who fights professionally, and they up it and they start really swinging for the fences. And don't forget that the guy's a fucking fighter. If you hit him in the face, something's going to trigger and he's going to come back at you. So if you want to play that game, okay. Yeah. You know.
Garbrandt goes, I was like, I'm going to rip his head off. But it's John Claude Van Damme. What are you supposed to do? Wow.
Van Damme was crying too. He said he was actually on his knees crying. And he says, my champion to Garbrandt. And Garbrandt didn't know how to react to it.
What do you do? You're
Because what do you do?
all right, well, for sure, get up, Frank Dukes. Man, that's a bummer. It's hilarious, though.
Well, I mean, it just looked like a hook kick.
Still, you can't kick a man.
No,
in the
I just
fucking
now I
face.
know how to fight Cody.